One thing that I love about packing. Well, welcome to day three. Today I'm packing a suitcase for a kind of a business trip to Dubai. And packing is always kind of a love-hate relationships. I don't know for you, but packing is never easy. But there is one thing I really love about packing over the years because I love traveling. I travel a lot. It's actually because I go through so many stuff that I already have, and I'm doing kind of a big cleaning. And I love this part about packing. It's about actually a kind of a energetic reset for me. It's like, oh, I clean my desk and I look at this paperwork. Do I keep them? Do I throw them away? Do I need to scan them? And it's really helped me to keep tidy along the year and not accumulate things. And usually when I live for a month or more, I go I even like clear up my wardrobe and all of that because I kind of rent out my home. But I'm just gone for 1 week this time, and I just did the same process of going through my stuff, especially in the office, just to clear up. And I love that. I love that thing. So I don't know for you if it has been the same, but I turned hiking into an amazing experience for me to be able to, you know, clear up. And when I come back, I'm so happy. I'm really happy. Like the day before, the day when I leave, it's like, oh my God, I need to go through all those things. But at the same time, I put music, I put a movie, and I do those things in the meantime. And I'm so happy when I come back because it's clean, it's less stuff. It's also keeping your mind more calm and yeah, more space, creating space in our life. So this is what I love about packing. The thing I don't love about packing is I always take too much. I'm sure I'm not the only one for that. I'm living just for a week in a very hot country and I took my biggest suitcase. Of course, half of it is empty, but it's also the fault of Emirates. They told me I can carry 37 kilos. So I'm like, oh, I don't need to count, I don't need to pick, I just can put things in the suitcase. I'm okay with that. Like there are moments in life where we actually don't want to over choose. I don't want to be thinking about exactly what I'm gonna wear. I want to have choices. And I can do it. I'm just going to one place. I'm not traveling so many destinations. So I'm like, yeah, let's do that. One thing that been a lot working the last few years about packing and traveling light is because I remember myself willing to, oh, it would be so great just to travel with one carry on luggage to one destination to another one, from a home to another home. And this is still really my vision for life, to be able to just like, take my little bag and jump into a plane and go to my second home somewhere else. And it's not the case this time, but I remember the first time this happened or something similar was in Canada when I was in Vancouver. I went to Vancouver Island and I take this seaplane, tiny little seaplane, and you were allowed to only carry on a small little bag. And I was like, for the first time in my life, traveling and taking just a little bag. And I was so happy about that because there is something about packing all the stuff, thinking about, okay, what if I need that? What if I need this? Da da da. But then when I reflect a lot about that topic a few years ago already, I noticed that it's linked to the relationship that we have with money. And a part of me was over prepare all the time. Yeah, this in case it rains, this in case it, no, 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 no. And then you end up carrying so much stuff. And I realized that I was doing those things because I love to prepare, anticipate, of course, and like being being this lady that has everything in her bag. But at the same time, I realized this is my, scarcity mindset coming from lack. lack of not having the things that I need, and not willing actually to pay probably a higher price to get those things, maybe in a hotel or in the country where I fly in. And during the last few years, I was like, Lucy, you maybe don't need to to um, to think this way, to behave this way. You can trust life, and yes, if you are missing something, you can actually go to buy it. And one time was maybe 2 years ago. I traveled light to Singapore just for a few days, and then I forgot my bikini. And I was like, oh no, I forgot my bikini. There is a nice swimming pool in the hotel. I really love going into the water. I want to go. And I remind myself, let's just go buy a bikini. So I went to the shop, and I bought a beautiful bikini and a pants, actually, like a summer pants. And I was like, it was expensive, yes, it was definitely an expense. But at the same time, I was like, yeah, I can do it. I can afford to do that. And I remind myself that day that it's okay to travel light. So, it it's so interesting to reflect on why we do the thing the way we do them. And it's always for me an amazing reminder, or actually just asking myself, like, why do I operate like this? And is it the best way? Is it the most efficient for me? Because actually carrying on heavy suitcases and stuff around with me was never really a great thing, especially when you are traveling on your own and you don't have someone to carry the suitcase. So it's what I love about reflection. Maybe 4 years ago, I traveled the world with only one suitcase for 16 months. And it's crazy how I've been able to have everything that I needed, plus a portable desk, plus yoga mat, plus my crepe pan. Long story, I will tell you later. Plus, like, winter clothes and summer clothes, everything in one suitcase, less than 30 kilos. Um, and it was my home on the wheels. And that experience for 16 months showed me that, yeah, we don't need much in life. We don't need much. And actually, yes, as I was buying new clothes, I was giving some away and, swapping and all those things. And so I didn't wear the same thing all over 16 months. I did have change, but it's just amazing to see that less we have, less we carry, more experiences, more opportunity, more lightness we have in this world. This was really a very nice experience for me. This traveling, I'm still not the best packer for just going away a weekend. I still love to have options, but I think it's more a question of having options today, having choices instead of liking as I was before over preparing my trips. So I'm really amazed about that, and it's what I came up today to share with you. Yeah, I'm checking my notes, but it's what I wrote about today. Is for me, parking is an opportunity. I always love to shift something that is boring and annoying into an opportunity. It's like this trip, I have to do it for formalities and administrative, and I'm like, how I'm gonna make the best of that trip, how I'm gonna, nourish myself during that trip, how I'm gonna have the right place to live and surrounded with the right people, and maybe going to one or two things for myself. Why doing something boring? Why doing something that I have to? So it's my reminder to you today. And let's take a card, like we did every day together. And it's, yeah, what do we need to receive today? Show us, show us the card. Okay. Today is presence. Living in the now brings greater conscious awareness and empowers me to make the most of the moment. That's quite a point where, with what I share. So I'm gonna repeat one more time. Living in the now brings greater conscious awareness and empowers me to make the most of the moment. I love that. So be present today. See you tomorrow for day 4.